Good morning, and how are you today? Hope everything's going peachy for you. Gonna do a little bit of Tai Chi, get us in the mood for the week ahead. Okay, bring your feet together, nice and relaxed. Feel the shoulders, hips, and ankles in line. Feeling the weight transferring beautifully and easily down into the floor, into the ground. Listening behind, allowing the head to rise up without any effort whatsoever. Let's take a few long, slow, deep breaths down into Dantian. Okay, sinking down through the hips, nice and soft in the hips and the knees and the ankles. Bring the weight onto the one side. Empty leg, picking it up and placing it to the side. You can bring the weight nice and slowly across and then settle again more comfortably down into our whooshy pose. Whooshy or whooshu. Anyway, this is standing with the feet hip width apart. Have a look down, check your feet are under your hips. Nice and soft, exactly as we were before. Nice and soft, shoulders released and relaxed down to your sides. Breathing into Dantian. Let's do a few circles. Let's do some heaven to earth. So breathing in, allow the hands to rise up as if they were being guided by helium balloons. Up and over the head, gathering in the stars. And then breathing out, allowing all that energy to flow freely through your body, releasing any tension in the muscles as it goes through. And again. Feel warmth in your hands. And one more time. And relax. Okay, let's start with the head. So keeping your body nice, feeling nice and heavy, and the top half of your body feeling nice and light. Allow the head to drop gently down onto the chest or near it. My head doesn't get anywhere near on top, and I'm guessing you're the same. So allow it to come down, and then we're going to circle it nice and slowly, breathing in, setting that motion in line, and then just breathing naturally with the movement. Feel like you're doing your own beautiful massage. Allowing the shoulders and the body to move, feeling the weight change in the feet. Moving from one side to the other. Softness in the shoulders. A nice open feeling in the neck. Do one more because it feels so good. And bring the head to stillness and chest, and then breathing in, starting the opposite direction. Move your head slightly if you like, from side to side as you do this, or just how it feels good for you. And at your chin. And one more. Feel softness moving of the nice and empty arms. Lovely. Bring it back to stillness. Breathing in. Breathing out, allow the head to float back upwards. Fabulous. Okay, we'll do some shoulders now. Already straight into it, aren't we? So breathing in up the front, over the top and down the back. Breathing in and breathe out. Remember to feel that there's a space for a tennis ball underneath your armpits. And don't go for squeezing, go for opening. Lovely, back the other way. Give it a shake. All right. Bring the feet a little bit further apart. I'm going to do some around the worlds with the hips. So bringing the weight onto the one side, just to the toe and the heel, and just feel a looseness in the hip as you bring the weight forwards and backwards on the foot. Nice and soft in the hip, nice and soft in the knees, and feel that tailbone pointing towards the floor, and feel the weight transfer from heel to toe and back again. Now we're going to change sides. So to the toe and to the heel. Nice. Okay, from the toe we're going to bring to the heel on the other leg, to the toe and to the heel. Nice figure of 8. And what you'll find is the hips are moving to allow that accommodation for that weight change. So the hips are also doing a figure of 8. Nice and soft, keeping the tailbone pointing towards the floor. Feel a heavy leg and an empty leg, an empty leg and a heavy leg. Changing sensations as you go. Oh, nice. Okay. So bringing that to stillness, bringing the weight into the center. Let's hold a ball in our hands. We're going to bring that ball down to the hip, bringing the weight over into this side and sinking down into the ground. And we're going to allow this hand to float upwards, drawing this hand with it. And as we turn to the front, there's a slight turn there, turning to the front, and then allowing the hands to drift downwards, feeling the weight of this hand, allowing this hand to draw this hand down into the hip, feeling the weight transferring down into the floor, very heavy leg. Now this hand we're going to allow to become light, and it's going to rise up to the shoulder. This hand now becomes heavy and draws the hand and draws the weight across the body. And as we, the initiation for this hand to become light is a slight turn in the waist. Back to front facing, then a turn in the waist, back to front facing. Bringing the hands down and the weight in, and empty leg faces down. Super. Give it a nice shake. Let's do a little bit of silk reading. So feet back to hip width apart. We're going to bring the hand upwards to the shoulder, across to the side, and then the whole shoulder moves to bring palm face forward, and then bring the hand under down to the end as the weight comes across. A little turn in the waist. As the arm changes from up to down, down to up, and then back to front facing in the transition of weight from one side to the other. keep everything. Take it to make each movement at the moment the movement is required, rather than racing ahead with the mind and body, anticipating where that movement is going to come from, go to. Feel the movement all the way from the feet, all the way up through the body, into the hands. Feel a complete connection between feet and hands, shoulders and hips, elbows and knees, why not? Okay, we're going to change sides. So bring the hand up to shoulder height and then across. Relaxing the whole shoulder, rolling backwards. Weight coming down through the legs. Hand turn slightly, waist back to centre, and then transfer the weight across. Hand under dantian. A little turn in the waist allows the hand to rise upwards. Elbow and back to the starting position and straight through. Nice space in the armpit still. Sinking down. Okay, let's do double hands. So exactly the same movement, 2 beats between the two. One hand up, one hand down. Slight turn in the waist, one hand up, one hand down. Nice and relaxed in the belly, drawing the weight back to the heels. Allowing the body to sit down. Allowing the hips to open. Both hands now upwards, and we're going to go both hands across the body, both hands sink downwards and back across the bottom, relaxing, allowing the arms to float upwards on their helium balloons on the wrists, and then back again. Nice, so feel the wrist, the shoulders and the wrists all the way through the arm, shoulder initiates. Feel that whole arm, see that whole arm moves. It's from the shoulder. And then we're going to go back the other way. So turning the hands over on the top and then back the other way. Sinking down through the hip. Really feel that hip activated, open. Feel the flow of weight down into the floor. An immovable object. It's quite funny. It's an immovable object, but you should be able to move within an instant because this is a martial art. So, you know, although you anchor with preparation for movement. And bring together and relax. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of moves forwards. I haven't got a lot of floor space shown at the moment, so I might have to walk towards the side. So what we're going to do is Bring yourself right the way back. We're going to move this leg slightly 45 degrees. Going to sink down into this leg, empty leg, and then be picked up to the diagonal. And we're going to bring the weight forwards, checking the knees and toes alignment on both sides, and checking the space that way between the feet. So you've got a nice L shape going on, and you feel very secure and safe. So feel that weight going from back to front. Feel a very hugely stable. So if someone was to come to your side and push you over, you're actually, it looks like I could deal with moving that. It wouldn't happen. You would bend rather than fall over. So you'll be as supple as bamboo. Okay, so what we normally do with this one is we're going to draw the weight up through the body and then push it out. So we do a couple of those. So draw the weight up through the body, the energy up through the body, and push out. And again. So this time we're going to now do our the arms we've just been doing, but we're actually going to move ourselves forwards with them. So we're going to draw both arms back, feeling the weight going down the back leg. We're going to turn the waist to the side and allow those hands to sink down. Then we're going to draw the weight forwards into this leg. So the whole weight is in this leg. This leg can then be picked up and brought in. We're going to change the weight over. Bring the weight back. Sorry about that. Bring the weight back. And empty foot, steps forwards. Sink everything down into this leg. Draw the weight forwards to this leg. This leg can now be picked up and brought in. And we just do one more step. So bring the weight back, empty leg can then be picked up and placed forwards. Sending everything down and bring everything forwards and stand. Stand. We will do that in the opposite direction now. So here I am, taking the opposite direction, 45-degree angle. Sinking down through this leg, so nice and soft in the hip. This leg can now be picked up and placed forwards to the side. And bring the weight backwards and forwards, checking the knees are in alignment. And imagine somebody pushing from the side and seeing how stable you are. Can you move? Can you move and still hold your, still feel stable in the legs, sinking down that energy. If you can't, then move this leg over a bit more so you've got that stability. All right, so moving forwards and backwards, we'll just do a few breathing in, pushing the mountain. One. Turning over in the shoulders. And one more. Okay. Let's bring those hands back, this time at the top, sinking down through that back leg, feel the weight all the way down into that leg. Now move the energy forwards into this leg, feel the weight, the heaviness of this leg, empty leg can then be picked up and placed in. Oh, I'm sorry about that. And turn the hands over, bring the weight back, empty leg, drawn off the floor actually, step in to the side, to the diagonal, sending the weight down. Bring the weight forwards and step, and we'll do one more. Draw the weight back and step, sinking down, and then step and together. Wonderful. Hope you enjoy that. Let's do oh, so many. Okay. So beginning of the form. Let's do the beginning of the form. So sitting down, weight on one side, pick the leg up, bring to center, and away we go. So breathing in and settling down. And turn. Buddha attendant pounds mortar. One hand up, one hand down. Pick the leg up. Going for teapot. And teapot. Push mountain. Cross the wrists. Bird's beak. Draw the hands apart. Sit down, single whip. Hand to the open palm. Double hand sit relay, double yin, double yang. Change position to the oblique. Ready, Buddha attendant pounds mortar. And cool, and bring up and send back down. Okay. Okay. One more time. And go. Attendant pounds water. One hand up, one hand down. Circle. One hand up, one hand down. Going for teapot. And nice and soft in the hips. And push. Cross the wrist. Bird's beak. Step. And sit down, single whip. Feel the weight, the energy flowing out through the hands. Turn. And step. And drop. Bring the hands up to the shoulders. Sink the energy down. Fantastic. Bringing everything together. Nice and relaxed. Bring the weight down. Step their feet apart. Bring the weight across. Back into neutral standing. Shoulders, shoulders, hips and ankles in line. Breathing nice and slowly into Dantian. Bringing the hands over the Dantian. 3 points in line, Laojia, Dantian. Feel the warmth of the hands on the belly. Feel it sinking through. Feel it sinking through the belly. All the way to the back of the spine. Breathing into the back of the spine. And relaxing the tailbone, relaxing the hips, relaxing the shoulders and the neck and the jaw. Feel the weight moving towards the heels, listening behind. Okay, we're going to move the hands around Dantian, breathing in. Feeling the energy flowing from the palms into the Dantian and back out to the palms. That connection between the 3 points. Bring to stillness. And back the other way. Lifting the body, lowering the body as you circle around Dantian. And more. And bring to stillness. Palms still in over the top of Dantian. Breathing into the back of the spine. lowering the tailbone towards the floor. And open the eyes, release, relax, bring the hands up and over the head, breathing in. And let's do this 2 more times. Breathing in, hands going up to the sky. This time we're going to take the energy down the back of the head, so to the crown, down the back of the neck, down the back of the shoulders. The hands go back slightly, and all the way down, back over the bum, back of the legs, through the heels, into the floor. Breathing in. And take this down the front this time, so to the crown of the head, over the front of the face, the throat. Ooh, there's energy there. And, or did I don't know what it is. Down the front of the chest, front of the hips, legs, over the feet, over the toes and into the floor. Fabulous. Bring the weight over to one side, empty foot comes in, bring the palms together, bring the thumbs together to the heart center, breathing in, relax and salute, and release. Thank you. See you later. Bye.